Okay. I'm going to reconvene this meeting of the Board of Commissioners for Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. All commissioners are present. Our business today is reconvening our public hearing for consideration of Fairgrounds Event Center local option tax. We are in the public testimony part of this meeting, and I will read once again to the record for those that need to hear it. That not all testimony evidence must be directed towards the applicable factual and legal criteria as identified in the record and or during this hearing. Do not repeat previous testimony. Simply note for the record that you are in agreement with that earlier testimony. Your time to present testimony is limited. Failure to raise an issue in this hearing in person or by letter, or failure to provide adequate specificity to afford the board an opportunity to respond to the issue may preclude later appeal. So I am now opening this to individuals who are in favor of this initiative. Please come forward.
Can you state my name and address? And all
Yes,
that
please.
stuff? All right. For the
You
record,
are on camera.
okay. I've never introduced myself but like this before, but I am Dr. Tim Ray. I live at 670 Loring Drive in West Salem. I'm also a member of the Polk County Fair Board in all transparency, and obviously I'm very much in favor of this. Our fairgrounds does an amazing job for our county, and it truly is a resource for our county. And we see this as an investment in that resource to help with the upkeep, maintenance, and improvement of that facility for all citizens of Polk County. We have a very strategic plan. We've got a master plan of where that facility could grow over the next few decades to continue serving the people of Polk County. And a small infusion of dollars in an operating levy like this would be a huge boost for us to get farther down that road and really improve that facility and make it the facility that all of Polk County could cherish, value, and utilize on a year-round basis. So I can go on and on, but I want to reiterate how important this operating levy would be in terms of just bringing the facility up to current standards in a lot of ways. We have some fairly major issues that need to be dealt with before any other master planning or further development can happen. And this would allow us to take care of a lot of that much needed infrastructure things that need to happen. So thank you very much for your support and for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight, commissioners. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you taking the time this evening. Doctor, yeah.
That's new. I
Yeah. All right, I have Ms. Califf's written testimony here that I think I'll read into the record since Lena's not here, but I think she would appreciate this. So, dear commissioners, I'm writing to you in favor of the proposed Fairgrounds Event Center local option tax from May 13th, 2025 Polk County ballot. As residents of Polk County, I and my family are excited for the proposed upgrades and growth to the Polk County Fairgrounds and Event Center. There is a long list of Polk youth and community events that have taken place at the fairgrounds over the years. I have memories of events and the Polk County Fair growing up, and I love that my kids are building their own memories, whether it is fun like the Polk County Fair or not so fun like helping set up tables and chairs for events. I'm with her on that one. When my schedule allows it, I have been intentional about attending the Polk County Fair Board meetings. I find the Fair Board and Fair staff vision and attention to detail is strongly youth and community focused. These upgrades are intended to meet future needs of the community, both seen like future events that bring revenue to Polk County as a whole and unseen as in emergency evacuations and services. Time and great detail was taken to keep the focus on the Polk County community. In addition, I have spent countless hours at the fairgrounds. The upgrades are needed, especially in the case of emergencies and evacuations. I have been present when the power present when the power has been out. It is extremely hard to see in the side rooms and limits the function along with adding to safety issues. Limited use of the main building restricts services to our community. I also think that weather limits the use and function of the surrounding buildings for emergency. No one wants emergencies and evacuations, but in 2020, we saw the need and the Polk County Fairgrounds and community worked together to meet the needs. Populations are growing, whether we like them or not. We need to make sure we have the services in place for Polk County to best serve the community. Thank you for your time and consideration, Lena Califf.
And family.
And family, yes. Thank you. Any other testimony? Any testimony in opposition? I have nothing. Okay. Sounds like that's all of the testimony we have this evening for the public hearing. And so with that, I will put it in the hands of the board.
You can close the hearing. And then
Oh, okay. I will close the hearing and put it in the hands of the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I would just like to make a statement. The fairgrounds shown its value to our community during the fires up canyon with all the families, animals, community support was unbelievable. But having that facility centrally located in the county, you couldn't ask for anything more valuable, and it showed that at that time. So this levy would just allow us to keep that and update it for all of the years of kind of abuse or expansion that's absorbed without actually addressing some of the serious needs such as wiring, pavement, buildings, exterior. If we can get this levy passed and we caught back up in the exterior, it will save the county thousands of dollars moving forward and also help expansion for us to improve the fairgrounds. Since COVID, we've noticed that we've improved the Wi-Fi. So now we have fiber there. I think the shows are working so much quicker with all of their card readers and everything. So it is a major asset for our community. So I would like to make the motion when the time is ready.
I appreciate that statement, Commissioner, and agree wholeheartedly. This levy will help us make the necessary repairs in the short term and then set us up to utilize that space, that area to its maximum use. And it has not seen its potential yet. And for that, I really appreciate the fair boards and the community's help with that master plan. I would love this levy also to inspire more conversation throughout the entire community, particularly from folks who might not visit the fair or the events there as often. But it was interesting to hear from Tina and the board that we're turning away folks who want to hold events there. So again, the potential is not able to be realized. We need to invest in this facility as a community to really see that through for our generation, future generations. So I'm excited to see this and to see the conversation percolated in the community and hearing feedback from folks about this, and also recognize the fact that our budgets are tight, our home budgets are tight. People are spending more for just about every service imaginable and every good. But the amount recommended here of 15 cents per 1,000 is modest and is appropriate for what the needs are. And we're not spending more than what we need to do what we need to do. So I appreciate that.
I've heard this before, that seems to be the Polk County way. Yeah. I will inject my piece. I've been in and around this fairgrounds and event center, didn't used to be called event center, fairgrounds almost my entire life. And so at least 60 years I've been involved with activities at that fairgrounds. And my parents have been fair board members, actively involved in foundation, helping raise money with the community for needs of the fairgrounds. And it's been noble and it's been valiant efforts to raise money to meet the immediate needs that come up, but it's just not quite enough. And so I've promised myself and my family that before I left this office, that we would at least try to find some way to put some more sustainable dollars into the direction of repairs, maintenance, and aiming towards getting the changes made to the fairgrounds and buildings and facilities that meet today's current population. This is a long ways from that, but it's baby steps and it's getting us there little by little. We have a very comprehensive list of things that can be done in the first 4 years. I won't list all that, but we will have that up and available for people to see. It will be part of the campaign if we put this forward. It is very modest, but it's the essentials that we need to do. It's nothing fancy. It's not new buildings. It's trying to just get everything that we have in place, like the electrical systems, up to current code and current need. So these are essentials. This is not wants. These are things we must do. I have always been concerned. I again grew up in an era where the general fund just wasn't a part of this conversation. The general fund wasn't focused on that. And I've been very proud in the time that I've been here that we've been able to use some general fund dollars along with some windfall dollars that we've gotten because of COVID to plug into the fairgrounds, along with some grants that the team has worked really hard on getting. But again, just not quite enough. There's not enough money that comes from the state. It's not even close to being enough. And there's no way that our general fund here will ever be able to meet the needs of the fairgrounds and the event center. So I strongly support this. All of us here have been working for years to get to a goal of putting something forward for the voters. So I'm confident that we'll all work really hard and make certain that we get all the details out there to help people understand that this is the right investment for all of them across the entire county. So I'm ready for a motion.
So I'd like to make the motion that Polk County Board of Commissioners adopt and move forward on the operating levy authorizing for the Fairgrounds Event Center with a local option tax of 15 cents.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Anything additional you want to inject in there, Mr. Hanson, before I call for the vote?
No, sir, this will just continue the process. I will develop the final ballot measure title in that. You're limited to 10 words on the title. You're limited to 20 words on the simple definition, then 175 words on the body. I will get that to the clerk in plenty of time before the deadline. That will get reviewed. And once that is reviewed and okayed, then we'll fill out the second form that the clerk requires. It will officially be on the ballot probably sometime in February with plenty of time to spare.
And it'll be on the May ballot.
It will, the direction is this will be on the May ballot, May 13th. It will be a local option tax, otherwise known as an operating levy for the fairgrounds and specific for the fairgrounds, not to the fairgrounds. It will be a 5-year levy in the amount of 15 cents per thousand. So that's what we'll move forward with.
Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed unanimously. That concludes our needs for the public hearing with regard to the local option tax. Is there anything else for the board?
No, sir.
Okay, hearing no further business, we are adjourned.